My name is Dr. John Mukoro. I am the first Immeri director of Immeri, Nigeria. And this is my Immeri success story. Before Immeri, I had already resigned from the bank, went into a network marketing business. Then I had already stopped that one by that time. And for like a year, 6 months, I wasn't really involved in any active business. So I was broke, I was down. I was already contemplating on how do I get back on my feet. This time, my children were in very big schools in Lekki, already living in Lekki, and I was wondering, how do I come down from that state I was already and come down to start reducing my expenses, the bills kept coming. In January 2019, a friend of mine I've known for so many years, Reverend Daniel Shekbe, told me about Immeri. He told me the company was a Malaysian company that was already in Ghana and that I should come to Ghana and see the plan. Or he could even come to Nigeria and show me the plan. He did come to Nigeria even. Somehow I refused to see him. I just told him that based on my previous experience, I was not going to have anything to do with the company until they come to Nigeria and get fully established in Nigeria. It is only then I will look at it. So he waited. He told me on the 15th of April, the next year, which is 15th April 2019, that the company was going to come to Nigeria and that he will be coming. So 15th of April came. He actually came to Nigeria again, expected me to be at the Immeri office, but once again, I didn't go. So the soft launching was done and they left. So he gave my number to Miss Queen Komoda, the vice president of Immeri Africa. She kept following up on me. She kept calling me. I kept giving excuses. I remember on one of the occasions, 24th, I was supposed to come and meet her up in the office. Coincidentally, that was the day the President Buhari came to Lagos to commission the motor park or something. And I told him that there will be too much traffic, and so I won't be able to come. We now fixed appointment for the next day being 25th. On that next day being 25th, my wife asked me at about 12 noon that you were supposed to go for an appointment. How come you're still lying down? And I told my wife that just the previous day I watched on Channels television that the third mainland bridge was caving in and they want to repair it. So I didn't want to drive through it. It was then my wife reminded me about the children's school fees that was coming up, and this was no mean amount. He told me that I must find my bearing in this new company. She encouraged me to stand up and go take a look at the company. And that was when I got up and found my way in Immeri office. When I got here, I was wowed. I was wowed when I saw the office. I saw a huge edifice on the highbrow area of Lagos, just beside the Maryland Mall. I was like a company that was yet to start business in Nigeria fully, just less than a week old in Nigeria. Having this huge edifice, I knew that these guys were ready for business. They showed me the products. Then Miss Queen took me through the compensation plan. And by the time she was done, I asked her 2 questions. I asked her if the amount of money she was calling. I said, will your company be able to pay this amount of money? And she said, reassuringly, said, John Mukoro, I have been in this industry for 12 years, and the amount of money we are paying out in Immeri, I have never paid any of such in my entire years in the industry. I asked her again, how valuable is this company? And she answered me again that our slogan is actually built to last. At that point, I told myself that this was it. I was going to do this business. And immediately, I requested for the form. That was precisely 25th of April, 2019. And I filled the form. We took a photograph. And that was how I got into Immeri. So as Miss Queen was showing me the plan that day, as she was exposing the compensation plan to me, all those things that my friend Reverend Daniel was telling me before now began to make sense to me. I began to see the money for the first time. Now, as I was hearing the plan, I began to project into the future. I began to ask myself, what if I do this for 6 months? What if I do this for 1 year? What if I go 5 years? I was just imagining where this could take me to. I was so excited. I was seeing myself in the future, building so deeply. So what did I do? Immediately, I picked up the paper and the biro. I wrote down the names of 20 friends. I picked up the phone. I began to call them one after the other. I told them I found something. I found something I needed them to see. We were excited because these are people that have been asking me for the past 1 year, Mukoro, where should we go to? What is new? And for over a year, I didn't have an answer to that question. Now I was calling them. They were leaders in the industry. They were people I knew could do this with me. I called them. They began to show interest. Initially, I got 1, 2, 3 persons. I got J Mama, came on board with her husband. My wife came on board under me too. Pharmacist Sylvia came on board. Others began to show interest. We were 4, we became 8. From 8, we began to grow. And we were going deeper. I was focused. And one interesting thing about Immeri I saw was that you cannot move up in isolation. For you to move, if you move to a particular level, for you to move from that level to another, those people in your team must meet you at that level for you to move up to the next level. So I took that as a strategy from day one. I made sure that every of my leaders followed me at every point in time. And that was how we began to rank up. And today, I have built a team of 4,200 persons. I'm currently a director. On the day I became a director, 2 of my partners, frontline partners, Ms. Pat Madlion and Mrs. J Mama, they both became elite managers. We have a lot of managers in the team. We have a lot of elite executives. We have a lot of executives. We have a lot of elite associates. We have a lot of associates. A lot of people in the team. And we are all building, using the products and continuously ranking upward. We are excited because we know that in few years to come, a lot of positive and wonderful stories come from this team and from Immeri Nigeria as a whole. I became a director in my 9th month in Immeri, precisely in February 2020. I became a director. And on that same day, 2 of my leaders became elite managers, also heading towards becoming directors. For you to appreciate the position of director, for you to know that the least amount of money you earn as a director in Immeri is 30 million naira. And everything Immeri told me from day one that I will be when I rank to any level, Immeri has even done, and they've done it over. I have a brand new Highlander Jeep. I'm today a director, still ranking all upward, going toward ambassador. I want to encourage everybody listening to me today that if it is possible with me, it is possible with everybody. We saw the plan, called some friends, showed them the plan, encouraged them, to show their own friends the plan. And from 4 to 8 to 12 to 100, and today we are over 4,000. We are just starting. We are just at the pioneer stage, because you know what? We are over 200 million Nigerians. So join us. We are still at the early stage. I dream of a day that every member of Immeri Team Super Eagles, every member of Immeri today who sees the plan and gets into action to follow the plan to the letter and put in minimal effort, I dream of a day that they will step their feet into their financial freedom. I see